Here we are in Chapter 3 review exercises, numbers 11 through 14. It says, write the equations of the following lines, putting the answers in standard form. Now, we have two ways to do it, and we'll do both of them for each one as near as we can. And that is first use the point slope no think method, like this. And then once we get the numbers and the y's and the x's all put in, we rearrange it to look like the ax plus by equals c. The other way is to go backwards on this shortcut. Remember that if something is in standard form, the slope is the opposite of a over b. So if this ends up being a positive slope, then it's going to be there's an a, and then this b would have to be a negative to cancel out with that minus sign. So we'll do both of them on as many as we can. All right, so the first one, let's do a slope of 2/5, and this point, let's first do point slope, and then we'll rearrange it. We get y minus a -7 equals 2/5 x minus 3. I love that no think method. You just stick it in. Let's jump these in, and we now have y equals 2/5 x minus 6/5. Now notice we have to subtract this 7 way over to that side. And we end up with y equals 2/5 x. That's minus 35/5 minus 6/5. That's minus 41/5. Okay, so if we have to turn it into standard form, we got to multiply through by 5. So we get 5y equals 2x minus 41. Subtract the 2x over here, so we get minus 2x plus 5y equals negative 41. And then normally standard form has a positive here, so we'd have to times everything by -1, and we would end up with 2x minus 5y equals a positive 41. Now we could have just jumped down here straight to this shortcut, which is awesome. We know that if the slope is 2/5, we just make the guy in the middle a minus, and you have 2x minus 5y. If you actually stick in the 3 and the -7, look at what happens. You get 2 times 3 is 6, minus 5 times a -7, that's 6, plus 35 equals a 41, and you would be able to write it in one step. Okay, let's try the next one. Okay, we'll do the shortcut first here. So the slope is -2/1. So the negative's already there. So a is 2 and b is 1. So that's 2x plus y equals, and then stick in 4 and 3, and we must get the number 11. And that'll be the answer. So let's go the long way here, but the no think method. Y minus y1 equals mx minus x1, which is a 4. Jump that guy in, and we get y minus 3 equals -2x plus 8. Add 3 over here, and add the 2x over here, and we get 2x plus y equals, adding 3 to 8 gives you 11. So either way will work. These ones are going to be a little bit easier. M is undefined. That means its form of the equation, standard or otherwise, is x equals a number. So in this case, x has to equal, well, that x value right there. That's the only line that's vertical that will go through 8, 3. We're done. Number 14. Very similar. If the slope is 0, then this always is y equals a number. That's the only way you get a horizontal line, is for y to equal a number. And what y value does it have to pick? That one right there. Y equals a -1. Excellent.